Hi, I'm Annie Meehan out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I am a motivational speaker bringing energy and positivity to your next conference. Today I want to talk about a book. I love to recommend books. In fact, I was at a retreat a week or two ago and I was recommending books, and then at the end these women said, "Don't you have your own books? Why are you recommending other people's books?" But the truth is, to be a writer or a speaker, hopefully you are a reader. And so I love to read, and there's a book that I love. I've read it at least 3 times. It's called The Sacred Romance, and I love romance. I think that the whole world is a romantic place, and I live with rose-colored glasses. Some say I'm ridiculous or foolish, but what I really love about this book is that it teaches us about passion and desire and beauty and being fully alive. And it says, when you were a child, do you remember the crickets? Or maybe the fireflies? Do you remember the sound of the creek? Do you remember thinking that you could truly be Superman or Wonder Woman? That you could live the adventurous life and ride bareback? Or fall in love with somebody on TV and nobody else's reality seemed to seep in? I love Sacred Romance because it asks, what happens to that? What happens to that romance, that desire, that excitement for adventure? You see, when we're younger, nobody's there restricting us. In fact, we're not even sharing it. We're just living it out in our own minds, in our own imaginations. But as we get older, we start to shut that down. Well, that would never happen. Well, there couldn't be that much romance in the world. That's ridiculous. That's unrealistic. You see, people often tell me, "You're so ridiculous. How can somebody really believe things could be that adventuresome or exciting? You think the Cinderella story is true? You think the Lone Ranger really happened?" But why not? Why not? What if? What if the world could be full of passion and adventure? What if every day you could get up and say, "I am fully alive today. I can't wait for the adventure in front of me." Your adventure might be getting lost, or it might be meeting someone new. You see, what happens is we start to live smaller and smaller and smaller, almost fitting into a box. This is what I do and this is how things go. But it becomes boring and mundane. So I wonder, what's the most adventurous thing you've done? I know some of you go skydiving or cliff jumping. Some of you ride horses or do wonderful things, but what makes you fully alive? Where your spirit and your body are both alive? When was the last adventure you had? When was the last time you really believed in beauty? You took a moment to slow down and listen to the rain, to feel fully alive, to notice the rainbow or the sunset or the sunrise. This fall, I was really intentional at paying attention to the sunrise and the sunset. I used to hate fall because it whispered, "Cold is coming." But then I started noticing the colors, the beauty of it all, taking it in, slowing down on my walks rather than always being in a hurry, and enjoying that full beauty of life. What is it that you're missing out on because you've shut down your belief in adventure or beauty? How can you bring that passion back to your life and feel fully alive? I love the book, The Sacred Romance, and I encourage you to read it. But whether you read it or not, I wonder, what is adventuresome? What is romantic? What's beautiful? And where do you feel that desire to be fully alive? Is it in your relationships or your career? Is it in your health when you go out running and you think, look at this, my body is healthy and strong? Have you lost sight of desire? Have you given up? Please join me in looking for the beauty and the adventure in each and every day. I'm Annie Meehan, inviting you to live an exceptional life with me. I hope to work with you at your next conference or training program to invite you into exceptional romance and beauty that exists within and around all of us.